Colonel Bhatt, welcome and thank you for your help in bringing these together. Can I start by asking you what you make of this PLA deployment? Because what's most worrying from my perspective is so close to the line of actual control, you've got a big deployment, and in this map you say that these are tanks and that these are artillery guns. Those who don't come from the army will say, how does he know these are tanks, these are guns? What are you making of what we've just shown our viewers? Colonel Bhatt.
Thank you so much, Rahul. The thing is, it is very, very clear, the images are absolutely clear, that China has deployed these tanks and artillery detachments in the month of May in this hot springs area. It is barely 2 kilometers from the LAC or the Chinese claim line, and they are trying to get inside India from that particular valley. They have 10 tanks and one possibly a command tank, which is not very clear at this resolution. They also have 12 guns, which are very, very clear artillery guns, which are deployed and ready to fire. Although the command post of this guns is not seen on the images, but they can create a command post that is very easy, it is not difficult. The other post, which is the Chinese PLA post, is 6 kilometers from the LAC, but it is very important. Let us look at the post and the observation point. The observation point can monitor, there are two valleys in this area, one which goes to Charwa Kangdi and the other one is Changchanmo Kangdi. The movement of Indian troops in this both valleys is very, very clearly visible from this particular observation point.
Oh, absolutely, which is why, and you know, this is just the first time we've put out these maps on India Today, and what we are going to do over the weekend is we'll have Colonel Bhatt back with us and we will go map by map, position by position to try and explain the military implications of that kind of deployment. But the reason I put this out on the Newstrack, and this is where I want to welcome all our guests who are joining us on this broadcast, because the enemy really is on the other side of the line of actual control. If you see the kind of pot shots the opposition is taking at the government and the kind of questions that are being asked, it'll almost seem as if we're fighting an election or a political war, whereas very clearly the enemy is on the other side. So thanks, Colonel Bhatt. We'll come back to you later. I want to go and introduce to you GVL Narasimha Rao, Priyanka Chaturvedi, Sushmita Dev, Sanjay Singh of the Aam Aadmi Party, and Alok Bansal, Director of the India Foundation. And I'll start by asking Sushmita Dev, because it's the Congress that's been leading the charges. We just showed to our viewers over 15 minutes the kind of artillery, the kind of armored build-up the Chinese have done so close to the line of actual control. Should our top and only priority at this moment not be to see how we get the Chinese back, to ensure that we restore status quo? Should that not be, ma'am, our only area of focus at this moment?
Absolutely, Rahul. Given the scale of what's going on at the border, which you've been focusing on very diligently for the last 3-4 days, our focus has to be China. And I don't think we took pot shots. We asked very precise questions, that if a Rahul Kanwal can have these pictures and get to the bottom of what's happening at the border, did the government not have these satellite pictures? If they did, when was it brought to the government's knowledge that this is what's happening at the border? When China intruded, and I hope now everybody admits it, there's no wishy-washy situation, when did the government find out? I mean, we are a democracy. We need to know what's happening, and I think it's everybody's right to know. And be rest assured, every single opposition party in the meeting has said whatever decision the government takes to basically fight back with China, we stand with the government. But there must be transparency before you expect consensus.